Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to a weird video. This is going to be basically a going over my thoughts on the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy game as we complete some objectives so I can show you some gameplay. We're going to take a look. By the way, mild spoilers, map spoilers, ability spoilers, that sort of thing. This is endgame. I haven't beaten the game yet. If you want to see the ending, make sure to follow my Twitch account, twitch.tv/Grohlvana. Also, big shout out to my subscribers on Twitch and my patrons on Patreon. We're going to complete some stuff like this Merlin trial, for instance, as we talk about sort of the controversy of this game and my thoughts on the game as a whole, my opinions on the gameplay and stuff like that, which some people may think is a bad idea. It's probably best left untouched, which is a disgusting concept to me. The fact that some people don't want to discuss things that definitely, you know, require discussion. If you watch my Twitch streams, you'll probably know that I'm definitely a big fan of discussing things that you're quote-unquote not supposed to be able to talk about. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about, yeah, my opinions about the game and also some of the controversy, which I wonder which we should tackle first. Are you still with me, butterflies? Should we talk about my opinions on the game or should we talk about the controversy? Let's talk about the opinions first, because people probably will stick around for the controversy. So, yeah, I think this game is fan-freaking-tastic. I've seen some pushback in terms of what people think about this game, in terms of people trying to say that it's not a great game or not good or, you know, oh, some of the textures are bad, so that means that it's a bad game, this and that and the other thing. And I definitely find that laughable personally, because this game is very, very good. It originally started as something that was trying to locate, where is the final pillar? It originally started as something truly special and something that I was like, oh man, this game might be, you know, one of the best games ever made. Now it's way down here. One thing I'm not a fan of is how sprawling the Merlin trials can be. Like, I feel like they should be a little bit closer to all the things that you interact with should be closer to the Merlin trial itself. There we go. Merlin trial completed. These are basically like Korok stuff in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But yeah, I find this game to be fantastic and very magical. It takes place in the 1890s, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you, when it takes place, but it takes place around the 1890s or the 1880s, which is 100 or so years before the events of the Harry Potter books. So that's interesting. It's kind of removed. And as you can see, the flying is really fun. Feels great. Absolutely love the flying in this game. There is no Quidditch, for those that don't know. The Quidditch has been said to be canceled, which is interesting. I feel like they definitely ran out of time to be able to program Quidditch, and it will come later as a DLC. That is absolutely what I'm thinking so far with the Quidditch.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
As you can see, also, we are a Slytherin. Yes, you can be in the different houses. Okay, for this, we need the Confringo spell, which will set far-away targets on fire. I can show you some combat here. I'll probably be quiet since the combat is probably going to be loud. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Yeah, so that's what happens if you're a dark wizard, or if you use the dark wizard spell, or if you use the dark arts, I should say. Okay, looks like we have a hidden pot up there. So let's burn that away. So basically how these work is, that was weird. Like, set on, are you still on fire? Feels like this one's glitched or something. What is going on with this one? Okay, so basically how these work is you want to set the tallest one on fire first, since it starts to sink. That way you have more time. And no, not you. You. That work? Moonstone. Looks like we didn't work. Looks like we didn't make that work. Okay, you. Then you. Then you. Good.
That's that.
There we go.
Settled.
So yeah, combat's super fun. We'll show more of that if we go check out a bandit camp. We could talk about that. The exploration is kind of the weak point. Once you do some of the different things that you can do with this game, you start to realize that exploration is the weak point of the game, at least for me. It's in some ways, not in all ways. It just kind of depends on the thing that you're doing. For instance, these Merlin trials, again, are like Korok's seeds from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Basically, these little things that... Oh, want to check this out, by the way. Check this out. This is the power of Avada Kedavra, if you're wondering how overpowered it is. We gotta wait for the cooldown in the bottom right. We've got a forest troll here, which normally would take a ton of time to kill, but
Avada Kedavra!
Avada Kedavra does indeed just one-shot it, which is excellent. So yeah, the Merlin trials are basically like Korok things from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then we have these over here, which are these sort of platforming challenges, although the broom kind of makes it not all that necessary at all to platform and navigate. But basically you activate this thing. Oh, I activated Pet the Kitty. Okay, so yeah, you can pet the cat in Hogwarts Legacy, if you're curious. There are no dogs. They just basically copied and pasted this cat interaction all over the map. So yeah, these are little challenges where you have to basically go and find 3 little zones and collect the thing. I wonder if we could finagle this. I wonder if we could fly through the top here. Let's see. Or are they going to actually make me? Are they going to actually make me platform? So these will increase the amount of ancient magic you have in the bottom right of the little blue bar there. Also, Aloha Mora is in this game. There's a lock-picking minigame. It's not great. You basically just rotate the outer lock until it lights up, and you rotate the inner lock until that lights up. Doesn't really require any skill. And there are 3 levels of Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
Also, you have a reveal skill, much like, you know, The Witcher 3 or Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. Let's see. So this right here looks like a Wingardium Leviosa puzzle. We are going to set this on fire.
Confringo.
And we are going to grab our bottom spell slot. There are 4 spell slots in the game, which is actually pretty cool. You can, like, spell pages. You can set up, like, 4, 8, 12, 16 different spells, basically. So we're going to drop that there, switch to our right spell slot, Levioso. And then we can climb on top of this box. This is used kind of frequently, a little more frequently than I'd like. And that's kind of the weak point of the game, to me, is that certain elements are used too often, such as lighting spiderwebs on fire, such as levitating boxes. Like, it's very cool when you first start the game, and you see those things, but then once you progress through the game and see that, you know, very, very often, it kind of gets a little old, if that makes sense. So yeah, basically we're just navigating these ruins as we grab these 3 ancient magic spots. Combat is very, very, very fun. I guess we'll talk about that when we find some combat. But yeah, exploration is kind of the weak point, if you ask me. Basically, it tries to be Breath of the Wild, and it is not nearly as fun as Breath of the Wild, to be honest. Okay, we gotta find 1 more of these. Do we need to use the broom? Is it even higher? Usually they're going higher and higher. Let's jump. You can jump and get on the broom, which is pretty neat. Where is the final ancient magic spot? Is it there? Looks like it might be there. I don't know what else that glowing light would be. I probably messed this up by trying to finagle it. Maybe I can squeeze in through here. Okay. For this, we need Depulso. Depulso! So you can see it's kind of cool. You use all sorts of different spells to get through stuff, but again,
That solves that.
once you do this very frequently, it kind of loosens the magic a little bit. The main quest and the quests in general are quite well done. Also, you can see in the top left there is a level up system and talents. You can see we just looted something there, which is definitely one of my least favorite parts of the game, the loot system. Almost feels like there doesn't even need to be a loot system, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can find a bandit camp that we haven't completed. So we're going to hop on our broom. We're going to press left on the D-pad to use Revelio. Revelio. Which, when used on the broom, will show you different bandit camps. So yeah, it's kind of weird with the curses, with the unforgivable curses, but basically you have your little bar in the bottom right. When you're done, you can basically insta-kill somebody or turn them into a chicken like that. There is a counter system.
Precious little guardian.
So if a red icon appears, we want to roll. But if a yellow icon appears, we want to press triangle to block and also counter. We can do perfect counters as well. Avada Kedavra will instantly kill somebody. And anybody else that's cursed, so it's pretty, like, hilariously overpowered. Actually, we've already done this bandit camp. The early game is a lot of spell flinging. So basically, Accio, bring him close, lock on, hit him with the basic attacks. Levioso, make him fly in the air. I don't know what happened to him, he instantly died.
Sleep a bit easier now.
It's kind of hard to find where the bandit camps are that we haven't completed, so I can actually show you some more combat.
Revelio.
Because, like, we revealed this one, but on the... When Revelio reveals it, it shows that it's... They should not... yeah, see, that one down there has a checkpoint, or check mark, and this one didn't? Yeah, why does this not have a check mark, even though on the mini-map to my bottom left it does have a check mark? Very weird. I'm not sure. That's a weird visual glitch or something. Anyways, what else do we have? Let's do some more Merlin trials. We got a Merlin trial and an ancient magic hotspot down here. So open world Harry Potter game, you can fly around to the different flue powders and fast travel. The navigation is very fast, which is awesome. You can I use my broom? Okay, it's not wanting me to use my broom in here. But yeah, on the map, there's really only like Merlin trials and ancient magic hotspots, which get old. The Merlin trials are fun, but again, they're no Koroks. The Koroks, I feel like, were better done because you just kind of go there, do a quick, simple puzzle, and then move on. The Merlin trials are a little more spread out. Yeah, flying is fun, like I said. Yeah, we'll have to show combat a little more in depth. Perhaps here? Okay, this will be a good time to show. So I'm not going to use my overpowered stuff. So if she's got a red thing, that means we want to hit her with a red spell. We also want to roll all the reds that appear above our heads. And again, we want to press triangle when we have a yellow above our head. Like that. If you time it correctly, you can do a perfect counter. Okay, so we're going to hit this person with a yellow spell. Hit him a whole bunch. Bring him closer with Accio. Hit him a whole bunch again. Hit him with Confringo. You can see how you can counter. And then what else do we got? There is a stealth mechanic, so we can do this. Okay, you're kind of making this annoying. Yeah, Petrificus Totalis, we get it. Okay, so you can... I got the upgrade where you can sprint while stealth. That's kind of weird. Okay, you're annoying. You're dead. Yeah, enough with the Petrificus Totalis. Stop spamming
Wait
that.
till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder.
So basically, it's really fun. Combat is really fun because you're constantly like throwing out basic attacks and then like bringing them closer or pushing them away or levitating them or just hitting them with exploding spells and stuff. So it's a lot of fun to basically just switch up the different spells and switch up the different like spell slots in the bottom right, as you can see there. You have like Arresto Momentum, which will just stop them. All that other stuff there is something that I'm not really going to spoil. But yeah, I use the overpowered stuff because it's just fun. Let's do this. There's also like looting, like in Breath of the Wild. But I found the crafting and the potion creating and all that not really that big of a deal. You can use it, of course, but I've gone throughout the whole game without really crafting all that much, so it's not as important as in Breath of the Wild, like the you know, crafting for health and stuff. Obviously, I'm comparing this a lot to Breath of the Wild. Let's go ahead and do this Merlin trial and see what we got. So you need Mallow Sweet, which is a consumable sort of plant, and then once you do this, you can reveal and look for the things. So this, I think, is a Confringo puzzle, so we're going to switch over to this spell spot and spell page and Confringo all of these stones. Usually there's 5. So that's 1, 2. Let's fly up here. That's going to be 3. And then where are the other 2?
Revelio.
I don't think Revelio does a good job of revealing. Oh, I guess it does. Okay, so there's one here, and then there's one to our left. Let's hop off real quick. Confringo. And Confringo. The targeting is
Not so
great.
tricky after
This game
all,
does a
though,
great
is it?
job of targeting things automatically. It is a little confusing when there's a hectic battle and you're switching between targets. It can be a little confusing and weird and awkward. Still, it is at the end of the game, for me at least. Let's go ahead and do this ancient magic spot. And then, yeah, let's talk about the controversy a bit. So for those that don't know, there was sort of a boycott for this game within the trans community because of J.K. Rowling, the creator and writer of Harry Potter, you know, the books. Basically, her opinions, which I think it's safe to say at this point, she is definitely a... Now, to be fair, I have not... gone through and looked at like all of her tweets or anything like that. This is just based on looking at her profile a little bit, seeing the things that she's written and stuff like that. So I don't want to misquote here or anything of that nature. But basically, J.K. Rowling is considered a TERF by the internet or by people on the internet,
Revelio.
which is somebody that basically, as far as I understand, and I'm not the best at these terms, but somebody that stands for feminism yet excludes trans women, basically. She doesn't consider trans women a part of the, you know, standing for feminism. So this is basically a trans excluding, I forget what the R stands for, feminist, pretty much, is what that term means. So obviously, a lot of people in the trans community don't agree with her opinions on things and have boycotted this game and targeted streamers and content creators making videos about this game. Now, what has my experience been? My experience has only been that certain people have come into my stream with spoiler names and tried to spoil this game. And, you know, basically made account names that spoiled certain elements about this game. And that happened about 4 times, but my mods were definitely on top of it. So shout out to my mods on Twitch. What else do we have down here? Anything else? What's this? Bandit Camp Castle. 2 out of 2 collection chests. We're missing a collection chest here in Henrietta's Hideaway. So I honestly should go check that out because I will need to do that, I'm sure. Yeah, let's fly over the... What's this? Oh, that's where we need to go for the main quest. So yeah, I can show you the dungeons in this game, basically, and what they look like. So yeah, first off, I want to say I don't agree with her and her opinions. She has come out and said that if you support anything that she does, you know, for instance, playing this game, you agree with her views. I think that's ludicrous. I don't think that is how you should look at the world at all. I think this is a clear and cut case of separating the art from the artist. I have been called a couple of times a transphobe by people on my stream and in Twitter, on Twitter. Not by mainstays or anything like that, because I am not a transphobe. I'm somebody that pretty much is, I would say, in support of humans in general. As long as you're a good person, I don't really care what you are, what race, what gender, what anything. I don't really care, to be honest with you. For me, it comes down to who you are as a person. A crazy thought, right? Let's go into this dungeon. So yeah, so I have been labeled a transphobe a couple of times just for playing this game, which I think is ludicrous. I absolutely disagree with that. I think that's something that is very disrespectful. You know, to just call somebody a transphobe for playing a video game, especially one that represents something majorly impactful to my childhood. You know, I'm a 90s kid, I'm an early 2000s kid, and Harry Potter was huge. It just was, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Better watch my step in here.
Aha. So yeah, there's little things like that all the time, by the way, which is definitely super cool and magical. Okay, so in here is a collection chest. Oh, that door opened really slowly. That was weird. And I don't know where it is. We're looking in the bottom left on the mini-map for like a little chest icon, basically. So I want to say wholeheartedly that I disagree with that completely. The idea that if you play this game, you are either against trans people or not in support of trans people or a transphobe in general. I think that that is ridiculous, personally. And like I said, I've been called that a couple of times. Nothing serious or anything. I would say we've been pretty lucky. Oh my god, that ancient magic meter increasing is actually pretty good. Yeah, I would say we've been pretty lucky. There's our collection chest in here. Did I really miss this? This is pretty obvious to get.
Revelio.
Oh, it's downstairs, that's why. Okay. Question is, how do we get down there? I don't know. For me, it really is a thing of like I said, you can play this game and also at the same time be in support of trans people, the community, the LGBTQ community, all that sort of thing. I don't think that they're mutually exclusive. Now, I'm not a part of that community, so maybe it's a thing of, like, I shouldn't be talking about the community if I'm not a part of the community, but obviously, you know, everyone's got their own opinions. I'm trying not to ramble too much here as I'm playing through and trying to get these people killed. So that's the controversy in a nutshell. Basically, there is a line of thinking to the extreme, in my opinion, that if you play this game, you are a transphobe, no matter what. Then a little bit less than that, you know, there's like, well, maybe not a little bit less, but, you know, less than that, there's the idea that,
Revelio.
You know, people are boycotting this game.
I'm going straight to the Hog's Head.
And then there's people, I feel like, in the middle, and then there's people on the other side of it, obviously. There's people on every side of it. Where I stand is definitely... I'm trying to make a poignant point here, buddy. Can you stop talking? Where are you? I'm going to kill you with my Avada Kedavra. I definitely stand in the middle where, you know, I think that you can absolutely play this game and not be a bad person or not be considered a transphobe or anything like that. So, that's the controversy in a nutshell. How the heck do I get down here?
Revelio.
I really want to get that chest. It's down here somewhere. We already did... There's like a quest here where you get like a treasure through here. But the question is, there's like dice through the wall. Oh, I see. I see.
Confringo.
Haha! Yes, sir. Yeah, so there's all sorts of cool magic stuff like this. And I know that I might get pushback on this video. What is this? I know for even making this video, there might be some people that get angry and call me, you know, a transphobe for even uploading a Harry Potter video without even, you know, really saying anything. I know that there's people that would consider me a bad person for that and for that alone. Oh, I get what we have to do. Okay, I see. And all I can do is respectfully disagree, right? I know who I am as a person, and hopefully you know who you are as a person as well. Oh, is it just literally this way? Is this how easy it is? Oh, we have to find another
Revelio.
Okay, our chest is right through there. The question is, how do we obtain it? There's more cubes and stuff over this way. Oh, can I literally just grab this one? It has to be a fire one.
Confringo.
And this is not a fire one. Let's see. Okay, this is getting kind of confusing now. So you can Revelio to reveal what you can interact with. This right here.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We want to Wingardium Leviosa and put it over here. But, oh, I see. Okay, so you can just literally do that. Here's the thing. Is that just activated now, or do we have to hit something with it? It looks like it has the icon of Glacius, so I'm going to go ahead and equip that over here.
Glacius.
And do that. Perfect. Okay. I don't
Revelio.
care about this chest, though. Yeah, see, this is one of my nitpicks with the game is that the loot you get is so crap. Like 99% of the time, it just weighs your inventory down. Can we do the same thing over here? Looks like we can. Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's highlighted. Huh. I guess it's highlighted because we're supposed to Accio.
Accio.
Which pull things towards you. Haha!
Wingardium Leviosa.
I see. Okay, then you through here, you land on that. We go to here, Confringo, because it has the fire icon. Confringo is a fire spell, and bam. There we go. You can see in the top right, you get sort of stuff that you can... I'm not going to spoil that feature of the game, but that was a unique chest is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, this was a rambly video, obviously. It's hard to do gameplay that requires your attention and also talk about a very difficult topic to talk about. But in a nutshell, that's my thoughts. I for the 100th time, I'm going to say I think you can play this game and not be a transphobe and not be a bad person, and that's what I've done. And again, I know who I am as a person, as a human being. And frankly, I think it's a little upsetting to be called something just for engaging with a extremely popular source of media. You know, this game has already been doing insane numbers, and so many people have been playing it and enjoying it. And, you know, for content creators to do the same and then be derided for it, I think is a little, you know, that's not cool, basically. It's not cool. So hopefully you listen to that and were not upset by it. There are people that, you know, just expressing that opinion are going to be upset no matter how hopefully well I've explained my point of view, which I absolutely respect your point of view as well. As long as you're respectful towards me,
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Respect your opinion also, and we'll try to see where you're coming from. But this is the internet, of course, so it's not as easy. It's more easily said than done. But that's all that. Curious to hear what your opinions are. Again, all that I ask is that you're respectful. That's not too hard of a thing to ask. It might be for the internet, but yeah. And yeah, coming back to the gameplay of this game, I didn't even show Hogwarts. Man, Hogwarts and Hogsmeade are done so perfectly. One of the best components about this game by far is how expertly Hogwarts is crafted, and how wonderful it is. I'll leave that for you to explore if you plan on playing this game. It is so well done. Hogsmeade and Hogwarts are a dream come true. Going around and exploring is so fun.
Lumos.
So that's a huge element. Quidditch is, of course, not in the game, as I've said.
Revelio.
But again, I do expect it to be released as some sort of DLC or something. Let's put Depulso back over here and do one of these.
Depulso.
Where there might be some...
Revelio.
What is down here, I wonder? It's just going to be a chest filled with crap. I don't really care. Okay, we're looking for the final butterfly. Are those the butterflies over there? That's pretty far away, actually. This is what I'm saying. I wish the Merlin trials were a little more close together. But yeah, it's a hard recommend for me. I love this game. I think that this game is fantastic. It starts out as a 10 with the potential to be an 11 out of 10. But as you go around and explore the world, you realize, okay, it's pretty samey in terms of the exploration, which is unfortunate.
Lumos.
It's not bad. It's just pretty samey, if that makes
Wingardium
sense.
Lumos.
And so it brings it down to a 9 for me personally.
Himself would be proud.
A 9 out of 10, which could go up to a 10 out of 10. I have yet to finish this game. Gonna most likely go for the platinum on it because I've done quite a lot in this game, and it really, you know, it's one of those games that's really fun to 100%, even if it is kind of samey. It's fun to go around and do all the different stuff. So we'll do one more, and then we'll call it an episode, probably. But, yeah, obviously I want to know your thoughts. I'm expecting pushback because, again, I tweeted about this, and my tweet kind of blew up a little bit, and there was a couple of, you know, people pushing back on it, which is absolutely fine. I don't want this to be an...
Bring me a dozen humans to
don't want this to be a... an echo chamber whatsoever. I'm sure I'm going to lose followers and subscribers over this video. But if that's the case, you know, it's one of those things where I feel like that was inevitable. Okay, unfortunately we have combat activated, so it's not going to let me interact with this. I'm going to try to do... Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see what this one does. But yeah, I would love to know your opinions. I crave discourse over things that you're quote-unquote not supposed to talk about. If you follow my Twitch, you know this about me. It's something that I really enjoy doing. I love, like, you know, oh, don't talk about that topic. Okay, well, then we're definitely going to talk about it, you know. I am a debater personality type through and through. So feel free to offer up your opinions in the comment section below. Again, all that I ask
Revelio.
is that you are respectful, and that goes for both sides of the opinions. Whether you are, for instance, like 100% aligned with J.K. Rowling's views, which
These Merlin trials won't get the
is
best
definitely
of me.
not going to win you any popularity contests, as far as I've seen on the internet. Whether you're more in the middle, like me, where you feel like you can enjoy this game whilst also be in support of people, humanity in general, or whether you're in the LGBTQ or trans communities and completely disagree with the playing of this game and, the support of it in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions, but last note is, again, I just ask that you stay respectful. That's all that I ask. I'm not expecting everybody to be respectful, but I am very interested to see what the comment section will be for this video. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Overall opinions on the game are extremely positive. I think this game is fantastic, really magical. I don't even want to spoil a lot of the elements of it because there's so much cool stuff in this game. It's a 9 out of 10 for me currently near the end of the game. Definitely recommend playing, but yeah, I wanted to touch on both of those elements. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.